Hey, this is Pastor Sadell Bradley, and today, as we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I'm filled with some gratitude. I'm grateful for his vision, his leadership, and the ultimate sacrifice of his life for civil rights for us all. I'm also thankful for his wife, Coretta, and his family's perseverance and the stalwart commitment they've had to continuing his legacy. I'm grateful for all the co-laborers that he's had across the decades, even here in Cincinnati, Ohio, the Shuttlesworth family, and many other leaders in the SCLC and SNCC and all the different organizations that we go into the past and think so many leaders have sacrificed blood, sweat, and tears to have us where we are now. The clergy, the freedom fighters, student leaders, sitting at lunch counters, coordinators, funders, and activists of all kinds who then and continuing now advance the cause of freedom for the poor, the oppressed, and the disenfranchised. And I also thought about the fact that there are people that are too numerous to count whose names are unknown. These people marched, they registered voters, they walked, they were the first to desegregate schools and workplaces, they were the first in their families, like my grandfather, to attend college and my mother to graduate from college. The children, the elderly who were willing to be in prison to publicly endure fire hoses and dogs and racial slurs to end Jim Crow. Then there were folks of goodwill who gathered across every race, religion, and creed, all socioeconomic statuses to ensure that all of us could live together in dignity. And at that time, it wasn't just a dream. It was the beginnings of a movement that we all pray will continue. I recently heard some men of African and Asian descent whose families had immigrated here to the U.S. legally express that if it were not for the civil rights movement, the success and freedoms that they now enjoy in America would never have been possible. And I'm sure that there are many women who would say the same, because women at that time could not own property or have credit cards until the 1970s, after similar protestations like the civil rights movement. So whenever there is marked change in a culture or society, a workplace, a church, a religion, a nation, or even a world, it is because individuals and families have answered the call for positive change. Dr. Martin Luther King was just 26 years old when he was chosen to be the leader of the Montgomery bus boycott. Rosa Parks, at age 42, had made the stand against segregation by not leaving her seat. So that's right, Dr. Martin Luther King would have been Gen Z, and Rosa Parks would have been a millennial. So as we think about that today, let's take some time to reflect on the life and work of Dr. King, but let's add on the many people, I can't name them all, you probably can't either, who have contributed to the quality of life that we now enjoy. Some of them might be very close to us, people who have immediately forerun for us. But let's also consider how we can commit to being forerunners and trailblazers for justice for future